Yo, what's going on? Just want to drop a video and give you guys a bit of an update as to what I have going on. Some of you guys may or may not know, I have dropped a few shorts of me shooting competitively, an IDPA match. I've shot a few PCSL matches, but I decided to take it a little bit more serious, and I'm going to shoot my first USPSA match on Tuesday, so I'm excited for that. Made a bit of an investment, and I want to show you guys what I decided to pick up for my competition build and all that good stuff. So obviously this metal competitor is going to be my competition gun. Recently put an Apex tactical trigger in it, and at first I was a bit apprehensive to put one in just because they're $180 for the metal shoes for the metal frame MMPs. And just to show you the reset is like there and break. Man, I love this gun. I decided to do that just because I wanted a bit of a faster trigger pull and a lighter trigger pull. So that's that. Was going to throw a lighter guide rod in there, but that might come in the future. So that's enough of that for the time being. Let's get into the belt setup. So first and foremost, I went for the Double Alpha Academy Lynx belt. It's almost like Legos. You put the links together and you drive those little roll pins in them, and that holds that together. It's really stiff on the vertical axis. On the horizontal axis, it's really flexible, so you can roll it up really small, throw it into a backpack. I put inside of my son's old Naruto backpack because he no longer uses it. He has a new Naruto backpack. It rolls up like that. I can toss it in the backpack alongside the inner belt and, be good to go as far as that regard. So that's the belt. So working from this way forward, I have just some cheapo Amazon tool belt magnets. I could throw a full loaded 23 or 26 or 30 round magazine on there, and it'll hold really good. It's not going anywhere. And I think that came in like a 2-pack of those. I have another one, 2 for like $10 or something. I paid for it. These blue things here are mag carriers. They're Double Alpha Academy as well. They're the Racer mag pouches. Really, really good. I thoroughly enjoy those. On this far end here, belt buckle, of course, but the holster is a locking holster, like a race style holster from Big Dog Steel. It's called the Carnivore holster. It has a hip pad on the back and the hanger as well as the Big Dog Steel. So that's that BDF there and that dog print there on the actual holster. So when it's up, then this little switch here is up, it's no retention. So basically a zero drag holster. When it's down, it is locked, so you can't pull the gun out. So that's for a safety thing. You don't want the gun, flimsy when you're running around or anything like that. So I'll show you functionality. It's currently unlocked, so you can pull it up literally with one finger or just like that, and it's literally no drag, no retention there. So when it's locked and you're just doing your, other things, walking around, so on and so forth, you're not gonna knock your gun out of the holster. Oh, one more thing about the gun. I plan on shooting carry optics, so this mag was gonna go, so it's just gonna be a no mag situation. I don't want to run this gun in, limited, so carry optics it is. I'm gonna take that mag wall off. So give me a second here. I'll get, the whole thing set up. I'll lift this tripod up a little bit so you guys can see what I got going on. Give me a second here. I'll step back here. So recommend you tuck your shirt in just because you don't want your loose shirt to get into your holster, and when you make ready, your shirt gets into your holster and potentially your trigger guard, and boom, there's a hole in your leg or in your foot. So tuck your shirt in. What goes on first is your inner belt that goes in your belt loops. I did order my belt a little larger just because I wanted some backup links, so I did have to trim this which it is what it is. It's like it's only a $15 inner belt. So if you need to order a new one, if you mess something up, it's not going to break the bank too much. So pull it through the loops, pull it tight. You want to make sure it's pretty tight because the setup is pretty heavy when you have, 5 loaded mags or 4 loaded mags or 5 loaded mags, a gun, so on and so forth. So, oh God. So I'll try to put that side on first. And if it's not completely straight, get one part on, get it secured, and then you can just line it up by feel. And then lock it into place. Most people either have it over their right pocket if they're right-handed or left pocket if they're left-handed, or that seam of your belt, so it puts it in a natural position to quickly access your gun. So I'll lock that for the time being. And I'll grab some of these mags off the ground in my gun case here as well. Throw one there, slide it over just a bit, throw one there. So, and I put an additional empty mag inside of the gun. So the whole purpose of having zero retention is for quickness. You don't have to go and do a snatch grab where you're going down on the gun. That takes more time. You can lift up. So basically these 3 fingers here, lift up, and then you build your grip, find your sights, boom, you're good to go. Instead of down, then up, this is faster. They call that a scoop draw. I have not perfected this. I'm not a professional by any means. I'm just starting this out, and I think I'm doing it right is when you just lift your hand up and kind of just get a secure grip on that and just lift up and press out, opposed to, again, snatch draw when you going down and then up. So you can, in theory, boom, 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 boom. Carrier, boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. So on and so forth. Throughout your whole mag carrier, if you need to reload, there might be stages where you have to go through 2 or 3 magazines. I'm not sure. My first USPSA match is going to be on this coming Tuesday, so I'm excited for that. And then I'll shoot another one next month. But yeah, this is the gist, man. I like the loadout a lot. So you got mags going all the way around. Boom, boom, boom. I got 3 of those and the magnet, so I got four mags plus the gun on this side. Again, shout out to Big Dog Steel. This is a great holster. It's not Kydex. It's a harder plastic, like a molded plastic that they machined, I believe, or manufactured, opposed to heating up Kydex. And Kydex is malleable over time. You may get cracks and stuff like that in your holster. This right here is solid. You're not gonna crack this holster. So this, I like this a lot. And then they're literally one of the only companies that make a race style holster with locking retention, with that lock where you can lock it there and it ain't going nowhere and you can flick it. Everything else is a clamshell design. I thought Ghost may have had something for them, but nothing. Everything is like SIG, 2011 this, DWX that, which is fine and dandy. Like, I found a brand that makes something good for it. It's not Kydex, it's a harder form plastic. You're not gonna break this. And then they have a pretty good warranty for what I understand. So I'm excited to put it to use for the first time. So yeah, that's the gist. Again, I'll give another 360 holster and so on and so forth. Double Alpha Academy Lynx belt. Give it a try. I like this belt a lot, especially because you can make it into a small form factor for travel purposes. A lot of guys have those bigger Velcro belts or battle style belts where you can't really roll those belts up very well because they're stiff for rigidity purposes. So this is flexible where it needs to be and rigid where it needs to be. So shout out to the Double Alpha Academy and Big Dog Steel. That's pretty much the full setup, and some random Chinese brand off of Amazon for the magnets. I can't show you my ears and stuff like that if you guys want to see it. I have turner kit here, safety. Some random reader glasses. I don't need those, but I found them. So for indoor matches, I'll run these standard little walkers for eye protection, and for outdoors, I have a pair of Oakleys that are shades. I might put some transition lenses in here, you know, that way if I'm indoors, these are some better frames in my opinion than the walkers. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna run for competition's sake. Thank you for watching. Have a good one. Peace.